How do you look back on 2020? What did you learn about yourself going through the adversity of COVID and the stops and the starts and the tests? I know you still got that in 21, but there was some adversity. You had to go through it.
Biggest lesson I learned, obviously going through COVID, is being able to adapt to change. Being able to adapt to certain situations and take advantage of them. In life, but also in football. On the football side of things, I learned a lot about just myself in certain situations. Situational football, how I can grow from that, and also how I can just find ways to win. That's the main thing that I've been searching for this offseason and growing for, because that championship is something I crave, something I obsess about, and something I want extremely bad and do anything for. So I feel really confident about the guys, and I feel like bringing back a great O-line that protects me and being on the same page, being able to learn and grow in that sense. I think sky's the limit for the season, but got to let the action do the talking for us.
How did spring go for you? Developing chemistry with some guys. I mean, the guys that have been on the team, but some new faces for you as primary wideouts.
I feel like overall the spring was very successful. I think we learned a lot, obviously about the offense, but also just the timing and what we need to get better at for the summer. And going into summer, I felt we had a good mentality of what we wanted to accomplish and figure out where we need to work on, but also where we need to continue to be good at. And when we did that, I felt like just being here today, I feel really good about where we are going into camp today, and just I think the mentality, the vibe around the whole facility is ready to go do this thing. So,
what should fans expect to see from the offense? What are some of the key differences between that and what we've seen in years previous?
I'd say the splits, just being able to cut down to a little more normal and not as wide. I think that's probably the biggest one for us. And just obviously we're going to be the same. Running the ball and throwing it around. That's something we pride ourselves on. And, being able to do both is going to be key. So.
After every game, you always say there's still more for you to learn, still more for you to grow. What are your challenges? How do you get better in 2021?
Winning. It's not about how I can do some whether it's handing the ball off 100 times or throwing it 100 times, whatever it takes to win. That's truly where I think I need to grow personally, but also where I want to grow and will grow. That's something like I said I've been craving for, obsessed about. Think about every single day is how can I lead this team to a championship. I'm in a position to do so, and I feel very confident in our guys, but letting that action do the talking and going and improving ourselves. So.
With a more diverse offense, perhaps more running, perhaps your stats aren't as lofty, but maybe it translates into more wins. So you're willing to trade some stats for some W's.
There's only one stat I care about, and that's the W. I don't look into the stats. I don't look into the awards. It's not something that fuels me or motivates me. As long as my family's healthy and smiling, and my boys in the locker room are all good, that's the main thing that I focus on.
You mentioned awards. You're on several watch lists. You take pride in that, but that's not a motivator.
I wouldn't even say pride. I think that's something that just comes part of the position of the game. But for the most part, I'm extremely blessed to just be around a bunch of great guys. We do this thing together. It's an extremely huge team sport, and that's the way it forever will be. There's not no great throw without a great block. There's not no great play without a great catch, or a great run. So, this thing goes, hand in hand. We all work together, and like I said, as long as we're winning, balling together, and everyone's smiling, we're good.
About a month or so into Name, Image, and Likeness, you're a businessman. Yep. We've talked about DG, the brand, on the show. How is business for the first month?
I love that you asked that question because for me, I've been able to pass it on to my brother and my manager. They've been able to handle all that for me, so I can keep the main thing, which is football. And for me, it's like I said, that's something that I'm super blessed and grateful to have. I can't play football, but also let that opportunity grow, with other people that are handling it for me. So
Does it surprise you the reaction that you get from Hawaii to Florida
for sure.
in reaction to DG the brand?
For sure, like I said, I'm so grateful for to be able to grow up in Hawaii and be from Hawaii, and then also my second home and my new home, in Orlando. I love it here. I love this university. I love the people here, and it's something I'll forever be proud of. So, yeah.
You keep talking about winning. Cincinnati's gotten the headlines of late. Motivation for you and the team to reclaim the American?
Like I said, I think there's a bunch of great teams in this league. Cincinnati's obviously a great team. Got a great coach and continue to do what they do. But for the most part, we can only just focus on ourselves, continue to get better, find ways to win every week, and then, when that time comes on December 4th, it'll be a good one. So.